Big difference on these is this one's a little bit thicker. So this is our interior. But that's how I know. Because the exterior is the thicker one. It's the thicker picker-upper. Anyway, so just go ahead and clean this off a little bit. And then how these fit is these go down something like this. Okay. So this one will go down first. Gets glued down. And so what we want to do is we want to mark this. So what we're going to do is we're going to line this up on the bottom. Make sure the bottom's lined up. Okay. And we're going to take our scratch awl. We're going to go right across this line. The top. Right there. Can you see that? And then we're going to mark down. And then we're going to mark across. And across. See, there's another little thing we're going to need to take off right here. Let's get a knife out. So we can see our line here. So we'll want to just scuff this up just above this line. Because we're going to stitch that area. And then we're going to want to go from this line all the way down around that corner. And give it a good marking. And truth be told, we'll be scuffing this area too, because once we get this part done, here, glue, 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 glue. Okay. And this part comes over, he's going to glue down here like so and get stitched. So, but I don't want to scratch this part until this part gets glued so that we don't get confused and just put a bunch of glue everywhere and lose track of what we're doing. Because it's easy to do that. So, we'll do one of these at a time. I'm starting to get a little warm in here. We may need to turn that fan on I hate doing that because it messes up the quality of the sound. I'll try to bear through it, see what happens. So we just put a little bit on here, like so. I'm going to go ahead and just put a little on here, across here. Let's put some along here. Just like so. Come across. Come across here. Come across right there. And top of that line. Best we can. Let that dry. And while that's drying, turn this around. We'll do this one. Okay. So line him up. About where he's going to sit. And keep in mind when we're coming in, we only need to go about 4 millimeters. So sometimes if you're not sure how far to come in, freehanding this, you may take your wing dividers, calipers, whatever you want to call them, and put them on there and come around and then up. You can stay within those lines, but I've done a lot of these particular wallets here, so I know about where we're going with these. Put your finger there. Come up to your finger. Yeah, this is one of those leathers you don't want to mess up scratching it, because it will not forgive you for it. Once you scratch this leather, it's too bad. It's scratched. So, but it wears very beautifully, and it makes a beautiful wallet. So, Okay, so turn this guy around. Take this one and get him ready. Basically, we'll want to feel this edge and get that curve right there on that edge. Take it out to the edge here. Yep, put him right there on that edge. And same thing on this one. Getting right there on that edge. Crossed. Sure. Get the little clamper. The jet clampers. Come across here. Now, put those over here. For some reason that's sticking out a little bit there. We'll get a little sand on that. Put a little water on this, kind of peel that down, and pull them feathers down. And just go ahead and put a little bit of this on there. Just want to stand up a little bit. And then this is a little hump right here. So that's probably something I should have done before we finished up here. I didn't think about it till just now. I can go ahead and do my other one. This one here I'll have to do while it's on here. Basically those fibers. standing up on this. Yeah. And we'll take her. There we go. Looks a little better. And then this one we'll go ahead and, it don't look bad at all because it's not hairy. Remember how we had one that was real hairy and one that wasn't? This was the one that wasn't hairy. We'll go ahead and put a little stuff on there though. Little neat's foot oil. Keeps those fibers laid down. Okay, there we go. Okay, now, go ahead and turn this guy around. Let's go ahead and get him glued on there. Catch the edge on him. Bring him down through there. Same thing on this edge. Wanna catch it right on that edge. Bring it up a little bit. So there's one to glue in there already. There we go. Just like that. Go across. Just get the little clampers out. Get the jig clampers. There we go. That looks better. Yeah. Now, okay. Now, those will go in there, something like that. Really dress it up. Looks nice. Will look nice. Okay. So we'll take our wing dividers now. And these get a stitch right here. Okay. All the way across. All the way across. So we'll go ahead and mark those. punch these off. I'll punch and sew these off camera. But so y'all can see where they go. Go right there, like so. Just give it a little kiss right now just to kind of mark it. And then I'll go back here and punch these up. Okay. And I think what I'm going to do to offset this wallet, well, you know what? Maybe we'll keep this looking real nice on the outside instead of doing a yellow. I could do a yellow, which would really contrast really well with this on the outside. Okay. So this yellow would contrast with that, like so. And really help that pop right out of there. We'll pop across here. And then the other option we have, it's going to be a bigger. I have some burgundy thread. It's a little big. It's 0.8 millimeter. So it gives them more of a little more of a rugged, but it blends right in with this. Makes this look really nice on the outside. Okay with this brown, but then it really pops with this good. So I think I'm going to go ahead and go with this. Let me know what you think in the comments. We can build another one of these. I can do one with this color thread. Well, this here you're not going to see right now. 2, 3, 4, a little bit more. But yeah, I could do one of each of these wallets. I have enough. I used the last bit of this, but I've got some more of this up there. Or I could even use a different interior that's not quite as yellow. But either way, it'll work. Just letting y'all know we got choices. And then I already have the needles right there. So there we go. This is a little thicker thread, so it might give me a little bit more of a time threading this. We'll see. And not too bad. Got it on the second try, so. Ease easier to do the second thread though. Where I gotta pierce the thread is a little thicker. But so that's it. So give me a second and I'm gonna punch this, stitch it, and might as well go ahead and punch this one and stitch it. So I'll go ahead and get this one ready too. So we'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4, a little bit more. There we go. So that gets our stitching done for these two ends. I'll be back in a leather second. Okay, so we got it all stitched up. Looking pretty good. Looks like it's fitting pretty well. So we're not going to need to do anything further. I'm going to go ahead and put these on. Let's see which one fits better. Like this one might fit a little better here. Fits better there. And take our little awl here and put it up under here and just mark. Mark. So basically color this in. It's about 4 millimeters ish. Something like this. We don't want to put glue all the way across there necessarily, because if we do, it'll hold it down too tight. So we put the line in there so we can see where we're at. And we just want to glue it up to that point. Stop like right there. That way it put the bulk up in here, like so. Turn around and take this here. this side. There we go. All right. So this one's pretty dry, so we'll go ahead and get him installed. Get him down here on this wallet. Get it even down there. Get it even on the top up here. So we get those two married up. And basically just follow this down and out and come in. Just bring that down in there a bit. Yeah, there we go. Bring that down in there. There we go. There we go. That's it. Down there, and it's tucked in there. And then I'll show you how we're going to stitch that. It's going to be a little unique. Instead of going all the way around, we're going to make this one a bifold. Kind of cool. The three colors offset each other. Now, we got to pick a top and a bottom for this. So I'm going to pick the best part, the best side for the top, which is going to be this side. This side's got a little piece sticking out, which I can go ahead and take care of that. We'll go ahead and find our knife here and take care of this little piece that's sticking out here. Little piece sticking out here. be sticking out right here. We'll go ahead and sand this a little bit. Again, we're going to use this part, excuse me, for our top. Because as I inspected it, it looks like the best piece, the cleanest, smoothest. So that's what you want for the part that's going to open, right? And so, but before we can marry this up, because this part won't get glued, we need to go ahead and start from here and go across this top and get that stitched in. to about down to here, I think. And then from here all the way around, it'll be both sides. So let's go ahead and do, so just inside of there, around, down. Yeah. From this side, around, just on the other side of this, like right there. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and do our hand pressure, which I'm not very good at doing hand pressure because I still have my arthritis. Yeah, I could do a little hand pressure, but not very much. Thing here. Do our hand pressure technique. Put that there. This about there. That's about right there. Yep. So I'll go ahead and punch that. Punch it, stitch it, stitch it. Typically you could punch this, and then stitch all the way across so it would look uniform. But you don't necessarily have to do that. And I think that if we don't, it just makes this really pop out even better. So we still have these for our cards, these and these for our cards, and this will be for our money. So I think we'll have plenty on the wallet. So okay. Okay, we're back, YouTubers, and so got that stitched. Looks pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and get this sanded down with the next size sandpaper, which will be a will be a 220, and then we'll do a probably a 4-600, and then 1,000. And by that time, we'll just wrap this up. We'll go ahead and get this whole hand done. great. Yeah, it should come out pretty good. I've done one of these at least once or twice before, and each time they come out pretty nice. And you just gotta pick your plan, make your plan, follow through with it. Yeah, originally this wallet wasn't built for this particular purpose, but I looked at it one day and thought, got guys that like the idea of a mini wallet, but they like the idea of a full-size bifold, but they just don't want the weight of it. And I talked to a few of them and said, well, if I can give you the best of both worlds, they're like, yeah. So I came up with this idea. I remember the first one we built, it was a little crazy. It was okay. It worked out pretty good. It came out better than I thought it would. That's when I realized that certain discussions they have are just not realistic. wood. Let's go ahead and we'll take a little piece of that. Let me just get a little bit of this going here. So there we go. That's done. Yep. Get that glue out of there. And so now all we have to do is to marry this up to the back section. We'll go ahead and do this top section before we put this on here. And when we do this one, then we'll go from here. We'll go all the way down, around, right here, and all the way up. What I may do is go from here, down, and stop. And then come here, go down, around, up, and stop. May leave this open. I don't know yet. I'll have to look at that. But I could just take it down, around, across here, and up, and it would still look good. Even though that's staying open, this wouldn't be not. I gotta think about that for a minute, so. Anyway, I think that'll look good. I'll be back in another moment. Okay, YouTube. So, we need to put this together. Before we can do that, we got this part ready. Now we need to go ahead and get this part ready. So, let's go ahead and get this sanded briefly. Get this kind of done. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some. Let's go ahead and get a little gum trag on here. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this. Okay, there we go. So that's all finished up. And I've already marked it here and here, basically. Let's put this up here. Take our pen, get this together. Put this little mark right here. Little mark right here. And we're going to stop. At about right here. Or not. We may have just to go all the way through and go all the way around. So I think that's what we're going to end up doing. I think it's going to work out better if we do it that way. because we don't have any expansion holes anyway. So, okay. So let's go ahead and get up our glue. And we're going to do this in stages, just like we did before. Start with this left side. Go down here. Come down. Go about halfway on our original wallet. I got a little bit off there. I need to wipe that off. So, get my. This is very nice wallet back. You don't want to have any kind of glue left on there, because it will stay on there permanent. Yeah, there we go. That looks good. All right. So half of that. Then we need to go from here halfway around. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and put it together. So that way we can have a little bit of, in case we need a little bit of playroom. We'll have it. Get these two things married up. Those two things married up. Get these sides in. That base in. Get this base going. Okay. seam. So we just glued this part right here basically. And this part's being left undone. So you can put your money in there, the bifold. But you're getting it done as a very small Let's go ahead and pop this up. Let's go ahead and get this glue in there. Some more. We're going to have to get some thinner and put in this. Used to have some once upon a time. But they say you get the same thinner as you get, always have. But that you have is your glue. I guess I can kind of see that in a little bit. But so we've got that installed there. Put that on there. We'll see if we've got a little contact seam's getting a little thick. Yeah, see if I've got. I don't know that I have any. I don't think so. Oh, that's just you cream. Nope. I sure don't. thinner, so we're not going to be able to thin that. Can add more glue to it, but I don't think that's the answer. Could be for short term, but long term I'm going to have to get some thinner. So anyway, it's okay. For right now, we'll just go ahead and continue to build our wallets. So the best way to do this is just keep bringing this thing in here, folding this in, bringing it right to where it meets. Perfect. Bring it right in the back here. Yeah. Right to the back there. Yeah. Looks good. Okay. Get a little masher here. Mash this. There we go. What do you think? That'll be our little wallet right there. Should be enough to open it up. Get your stuff in there. We'll try it out here in a minute. For right now, let that dry just a tad. So I think what I'll do is, off camera, we could use regular sandpaper on this, but it's going to have a little ways to go. So I think what I'm going to do, not up here, this has already been finished, but from here down around to there, I'm going to get the Dremel tool out. Dremel that real quick, and then we'll come back, and then I'll mark this whole thing, basically from here down, around, up. Hand mark this that way, this way, this way, and then off camera we'll punch that, sew it, and then we'll come back the last time and put the final touches on it at that point, on the edges, and we'll be done. And that'll be the conclusion of our wallet that we will have, and I think it'll come out really nice. Yeah, so trying to keep it from getting creased, see, but even though this is real nice leather, but you can see it does crease slightly. We're creasing this. That's okay. It'll look just fine. And then as time goes on, it'll fill out. It'll fill out for sure. So, anyway, let's put you on a leather moment pause. Okay, so we got all that sanded off there pretty decently. It's nice and smooth around here, around there. Need to round it off just a tad bit more, but it'll be okay. I think it'll work out right now. get our wing divider. Get that in here. Okay, there we go. So now we're going to go ahead and put some handprints in here. It's pretty soft, so it looks like it's going to work out okay. We're getting some in there. Definitely as close to that edge, for sure. So there we have it. That's that. That's how that's going to look. Just continue on, come around. This will be our top. Well, I can't do a whole lot of testing right now because it's not stitched down here, but it should hold our dollar bills just fine. Not opening it up too wide, getting our fingers down in there too far. But yeah, it should fit our dollar bills. So that should fit right in there. You'll have to break some of that glue loose. Yeah, it'll fit in there just fine. Right in between the lines. Should work pretty good. Really nice. But until we get this stitched up, we really can't put any pressure and open this up and get in there and shove that stuff in there. As we do, we'll take a chance on busting these seams loose. Anyway, you have a wonderful rest of your evening. Off camera, I'm going to go ahead and knock these holes in, stitch this, and come back to you. And by that time, it'll be the next morning. So I'll see you then. Take care.